In today's video, we're diving headfirst into the world of sneaker flips because I just spent $3,000 on a stack of sneaker mystery beater boxes. There's some fire boxes I'm seeing. Please be new, please be new, please be new. Oh, it's Air Jordan 3s. Woo! Shoot! Wow, are these my size? No, size 11, that sucks. It's Brad's, let's go! That's right, worn sneakers, maybe some heat, maybe some bricks, but I'm gonna try and turn all of them into cold hard profit. These are the kind of boxes that could have grails or straight garbage. But either way, we're unboxing them all, breaking down the resale value, and finding out if this gamble paid off. Will I strike gold or be completely burned? Let's find out. But first, I wanna give a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Whatnot. Whatnot is one of my favorite platforms to buy and sell pretty much anything. Whatnot is a live auction shopping platform with sneaker auctions 24 hours a day, some starting at just $1. In fact, you can buy all of the sneakers that I unbox in today's video in my next upcoming Whatnot live stream, and all of these auctions will start at just $1. That live stream is taking place this Wednesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure to tune in, and if you sign up for Whatnot using my link in the top of the description below, you get $15 towards your first purchase. That's $15 that you can use on any of the sneakers in this live stream. You can buy Pokemon cards with it, you can buy video games, anything that you want to buy on Whatnot, you can use that $15 for. It's free. And speaking of the things that you can buy on Whatnot, you can buy pretty much anything, whether it is baseball cards or Legos or clothing. It's everything. I'm trying to describe everything, and you can't describe everything because it's everything. And I'm not just saying that I love Whatnot because they sponsored today's video. I don't do that. In fact, I use Whatnot all the time, even when they're not sponsoring the channel and even before they sponsored the channel. One of the main reasons that I love Whatnot as a buyer is because you can ask questions in the live stream about the thing that you want to buy. For example, there's a pair of shoes, you see a scratch, you can say, how bad is that scratch? And the person can show you the scratch or a 360 view of the shoe right then and there. And as a seller, Whatnot has a great community. In fact, I know a lot of people whose full-time jobs are selling on Whatnot. No matter what you want to do, I definitely recommend checking out Whatnot for yourself and tuning into my next upcoming Whatnot live stream this Wednesday, May 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. We've got sneaker giveaways, we've got sock giveaways, I'm selling all the sneakers in today's video, and I just want to chill with you guys. So make sure to stop by. And again, use that link in the top of the description below for $15 towards your first purchase. But getting back into things, today's Beater Box video is a little bit different than my standard Beater Box videos because usually I buy all of my boxes from Soul Supremacy. However, the third box in today's video is not only probably going to be one of the best boxes of the video, but also I bought it from a friend. And you know how things go when you buy things from friends. It either works out really well or they screw you over and they're not your friend anymore. So I guess we'll find out. But hey, before we dive into these new boxes, let's first find out what happened to the boxes that we unboxed in the last video. So in the last video, I got a ton of different pairs of sneakers because I bought 3 boxes and each one came with a lot of pairs of shoes. If you guys want to see what shoes I got, make sure to click the link at the top of the screen to watch that last video. I'm not going to go through all the shoes because it would take probably 30 to 40 minutes of edited video to go through all of them. So I'm just going to go through some of the highlights and then tell you what each box sold for. So box 1 was a relatively low value box. I bought it for $475 plus $50 shipping. And the one standout, which is a pair that I think sold for a little bit more than I estimated it to sell for, was the size 11 women's Air Jordan 1 Latte. In my last video, I estimated that this pair would sell for $80 and it ended up selling for $93 on Whatnot, and after fees, that meant that I made $82.56. Now, all of the rest of the shoes from that box generally sold for what I estimated them to sell for. I'd say that maybe not a majority, but a good amount of them sold for like $10 to $20 less than what I estimated. And because of that, we actually ended up making less money than I estimated, obviously. So I estimated the box would be worth $640 and it was actually worth $532. Now, while that does sound like a larger number than I actually paid for the box, because again, I paid $475 plus $50 shipping, which is $525, after fees, we ended up losing money. And that's because after fees, the total that we actually brought home was $468.29. And you subtract that from the amount that I spent on the box, and we're left with a loss of $56.71. Now that sounds bad, that sounds like it sucks, and it sounds like I should never have bought that box, and that's true. But at the same time, this is a pretty rare occurrence, and I think if I had been willing to wait and list all these shoes on other platforms for months at a time, I probably could have gotten a better value for them, but realistically, it would have taken forever, and I was happy to just sell them on Whatnot and give you guys some good deals. So I'm fine with the $56 loss, and it's something that doesn't happen much with Soul Supremacy beater boxes, so I'm not that mad about it. And again, it's a mystery box. It's kind of a gamble, although generally Soul Supremacy beater boxes, you make money. In fact, I'd say like 8 out of 10 times you make money. But hey, that was just one box. Let's move on to box 2. So this box I bought for $500 $575 plus $50 shipping, which means I basically bought it for $625. And there was a couple standout pairs. The first were the size 8.5 Air Jordan 6 Carmines. I estimated that these would sell for $80, and they actually ended up selling for $170, which is amazing. And after fees, I was left with $150.90. So all around, really, really great sale there. Next up was a pretty terrible loss. We had the Nike LeBron 9 Summit Lake Hornets. I estimated they'd sell for $70, and they ended up selling for $23. I don't know why the hype wasn't there for them. I thought they'd sell for more, but they sold for like $47 less than what I thought they would, which kind of sucks. After fees, that means we were left with $19.68. So really, we had a huge win, and then immediately after, just a huge loss. And then the final pair was kind of the hit of the box. It was the Travis Scott Air Force Ones. I estimated they'd sell for $200, and they actually sold for $266, which is not bad. And after fees, we were left with $235.76, which is great. So in my previous video, I estimated this box was gonna sell for $690, and it actually ended up selling for $851, which is pretty solid. After fees, we were left with $752.38. From there, you subtract the amount that I paid for the box, $625, from that amount, which means that we're left with a profit of $127.38. Not bad, not bad at all. Finally, for box 3, we had a ton of different pairs of sneakers, but there were a few standouts, mostly because they were the hits of the box and worth a good amount of money. The first was the Travis Scott Air Max 1. I estimated it'd sell for $250. It ended up selling for $226, which is not ideal, but it's not terrible. After fees, we were left with $200.13. Following that up, we had the Air Jordan 1 Low Breads from 2014. I estimated they'd sell for $160, but they actually sold for $201, which is amazing. And after fees, we were left with $178. Finally, the big hit of the box was the Nike SB Dunk Low Concepts Purple Lobster. Now, I estimated this pair, to be fair, I estimated it kind of high, but I estimated it would sell for $900, and it ended up selling for $850. Again, I think if I had been willing to list it in some other platforms and wait for a month or two, I could have probably gotten the $900, but I'm happy with $850. After fees, we were left with $755.25. Oh, I forgot to mention, the total that we paid for this box was $1375 plus $50 shipping, which means we technically paid $1425. The estimated box value that I had in the last video was $1910. The actual box value, though, was a little bit less at $1738. And after fees, we were left with $1,538.50, which means that we actually had a profit of $113.50, which I guess ratio-wise is not as good as I was hoping, but it's actually not bad. But hey, with those boxes out of the way, let's dive into these new boxes and find out if we can make some more money. Here's box number 1. So this box I bought from Soul Supremacy for $850 plus $50 shipping, so realistically it was like a $900 box. All right, so let's pop this box open and see what we get. So first thing, ooh, I recognize some boxes in here. First thing, let's put out a pair that doesn't have a box. And it looks like we've got a pair of Nike Dunk Highs. Some sort of maybe curry colorway or something. I don't remember exactly what this colorway is called, but it's not too bad. Now it's definitely been worn a little bit. Not like insanely worn, but worn enough. And it's a size 9, my size. Ooh, is this a size 9 box? That would be sick if this is a size 9 box. I would be stoked on that. Okay, what's the name of this colorway? Here, let me look it up really quick. I actually don't know off the top of my head, but it dropped in 2020. I do remember this colorway, I just don't remember what it was called. The Nike Dunk High PRM Dark Russet Men's. There you go, the Dark Russet High. Not going for a lot of money, but that's okay. New condition looks like it's like 99 bucks. Used condition is probably less. So I'm gonna go with like realistically 50 bucks on these. Next up, what do we have? We've got a pair of Adidas. This is a size 10. Ooh. Samba OG, size 10.5. Please be new, please be new, please be new. Here we go. It's not Sambas at all. So this is an Asics Gel Kayano 14. I believe it's a 14. It is a 14. In this like pink, silver, and black colorway. And honestly, it's kind of clean. I actually really don't mind this colorway whatsoever. It's very, very lightly worn. There is not much dirt whatsoever on the outsole. And I don't know what it is about Soul Supremacy beater boxes, but they all smell nice. Like, I don't think he's cleaning the shoes, but he might be. I don't know, or maybe the warehouse just smells great, but shout out to Soul Supremacy for their good smelling boxes. This is in fact a size 10.5 men's. The box is at least the right size. Yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think of this colorway in the comment section down below. I actually kind of dig it. I don't know if I'd keep it if it was my size, but it's really not bad. It's really not bad at all. Pricing wise, I'd probably go with like 80 is my guess. But again, you guys can see all of the prices and the names of the sneakers at the top of the screen, so you'll see if I'm completely right or just totally off. Let's go with this next box. We've got a Yeezy box. This is a size 8.5. Now, I'm assuming it's a V2 based on the kind of box that it is. I don't know the colorway, even though I just looked at the tag. I didn't actually read the colorway. Let's see it. Ooh, zebras. Wow, very, very lightly worn zebras. Oh my gosh, there you go. The Adidas Yeezy 350 V2 Zebras, incredibly lightly worn. That's kind of wild. Like, there's no, wow. The Adidas Yeezy is still on the inside of the shoe. That's pretty amazing. Wow, the condition on these is great. Like there's like barely any, this has been worn like maybe once. Ooh, I don't know what zebras go for anymore, but is this one of the best shoes in the box? Might have been one of the best shoes in the box. I'm happy with this though. That's definitely a good pickup. Size 8.5, colorway is white, sea black, red. Easy Boost 350 V2. And let me double check it is in fact a size 8.5. I believe it is. 8.5, there we go. Not a bad pickup. And the condition, honestly, I'm happy about that. I take this every day, all day. Cause Yeezys, even though there's still, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on with Kanye right now. People are not fans of him, but 350s still sell. So that's not a bad pickup. After that, we've got a pair of Unions. Now I think this is the Air Jordan 1 Low KOs based on the box, but I'm not 100% sure. You do have this nice sort of like dark navy colored box with the chain. Kind of like I'm wearing it right there. What's up? Okay. This is a size 10, so kind of like an all over the place box in terms of sizing. Let's see, is it the KOs? These could be DS too. Paper's nice. Let's see, it is the KOs. Not DS, but not too bad looking. So these have a Velcro swoosh that you can actually remove. And when you remove it, there's a bunch of Union logos underneath. Let me show you. There we go. You see that? Right there. I actually like the idea of rocking them kind of like offset like this. I never like kept a pair, but I do like the idea of doing it like that. Kind of a cool look. It's a clean shoe. I really don't think it goes for much at all. I think these Unions just really tanked, but not in bad condition. Comes with all the accessories. There's the other side of the pair. I mean, it's really not a bad looking shoe at all. It's really not. I think this is my favorite of the colors that dropped of the lows. If you want to grab this shoe or any of the other shoes we talked about, again, check it out. My upcoming Whatnot live stream. Links in the top of the description below. So far, I spent $800 on this box, actually $900 on this box. So let's say like 50, 80, 150, and then the 350s. I'm guessing the 350s are like 250 at least. So that's 450 is my guess. So we need to make up at least 450 in remaining value is my guess. We've got, it's like an Air Force One box right here. Let's pull this guy out. Size 12 women's Air Force One. So what would that be in men's? That'd be a men's 10.5. Oh, it's Air Jordan 3s. These are the lost and founds. I'm guessing. I've been playing a lot of Mario recently, apparently. I'm guessing these are a men's size 10.5. Let me see. Yes, they are a size 10.5 men's. This is a super clean shoe. One of my favorite pairs that have released over the last couple years. I absolutely love it. I did double up. I should have not sold my double up because I kind of regret it because I love this shoe. One of the best reimagines because it really is just kind of a cream midsole and heel counter, and that's about it. Like up there with the lost and found ones. Maybe even better just because of the fact that it's not that heavily changed. You got the Nike Air branding on the back, very lightly worn. The biggest problem here is of course the fact that this is a replacement box. But genuinely, condition on these, really solid. I mean, that's like probably a solid like $250 shoe without the box and in that condition. I'd say $250 at least. So we're probably $200 off is my guess. Again, you'll see at the top of the screen, but we're getting closer. There's some fire boxes I'm seeing. Let me keep going. There's still like 4 pairs of sneakers left. So this next box, wow, the condition is great on these. Air Jordan 13, size 8.5. Look at this box, an older pair of 13s, obviously based on the box. Let's see if it's actually the shoe that it says it is. It is. Let's go. Look at this. The condition on these is great. Oh, this is a 2010, or probably 2011 pair. It was manufactured in 2010. Wow. These are clean. Look at these. Oh my gosh, look at that outsole. You got the older box. I mean, these are in excellent condition. You've still got the sticker on the jewel right there. That's awesome. This is a pickup. If this was my size, I mean, I guess I could rock a size 8.5, but this would probably be a keeper. I don't know what the 2011 release goes for. I would guess that it's not a huge amount because of the fact that the newer release just kind of bombed. I don't know. I kind of like this release better than the new one. I don't know. It comes with this box. I mean, shoot, this box in and of itself is just, it's like, that's amazing. Look at that. Again, guys, Whatnot if you want that pair. Grab it, hit it up. Okay, we've got 3 more pairs. I'm gonna pull out this one because I think this one might not be a hit. The pair on the bottom might be, let's see. Let me kind of sneak peek. I know this is not, you know what, I'm not going to. I'm not gonna sneak peek. I was going to, but I'm not going to now. This is a size 8.5. I'm not gonna see which pair of Jordans it is. You guys probably just saw. Let's pop open the box together. It's an older box. Okay, Air Jordan 8s, here we go. Here we go. What year is this? When did these drop last? This is 2013. This is the 2013 pair. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Now again, I don't think there's like a huge amount of value on these. I think that they are worth something, but we're talking like a couple $100 versus, you know, 500, 600. You do have the card, the retro card in there, which is sick. Very cool to see that on one of these older releases. I mean, older now. It's crazy to think that like 2013 was more than 10 years ago. Like, it feels like it was yesterday for me. It's a fire pair of shoes. The condition's good. You guys saw the outsole. The upper's a little bit creased. The leather does feel stiff. Like, this 2013 Jordan leather is stiff. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't think so. I just think it takes some time to break these in, personally. Now, I never had this pair, so let me know in the comments if you did and how the leather break-in was, but the leather does definitely feel stiff. Definitely stiffer than more recent Air Jordan 8 releases. I actually think it's slightly better quality leather too. It's thicker. I don't know if that means it's actually better quality, but that would be my assumption, that because it's thicker, it's slightly better quality. But who knows? I mean, Jordan brand over the years have been trying to raise prices and cut quality. No shade towards Jordan brand, everyone's doing that, but it is somewhat disappointing. So maybe a little bit of shade, just like a tad, just like a little bit of gray. All right, next one inside the box, we got 2 boxes. So next up, we've got the Air Max 2013. This is the Stussy collab, as you can see right there. Is it actually the Air Max 2013 Stussy? Let's see. Woo! Let's go. It is, oh my gosh. Wow, very lightly worn. Wow, very lightly worn, look at that. Wow. You got the pink colorway here. Very, very pink. You still got the text on the insole, which is really cool to see. Love to see that. Love to see it. Now the air bubble is unfortunately getting a little foggy there, getting some oxidation because obviously this is an older pair. I don't remember when it dropped. Was it actually, this is 2021. That is more fog than I would have expected for a 2021 release. I'm not gonna lie. Now in used condition, I couldn't tell you what these go for. I have no idea. I don't know if this is a hit. I don't know if it's not. You know what? I should look. Let's see. I don't know why I set this rule for myself that I don't look until after the video. I should just look. 280 for size 11 new. Used size 11, I'm guessing like 150, 180 would be my guess. I didn't look at like resale sites yet that have used pricing, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 180, 150, something like that. So now this final pair could be a huge hit or it could not be. It does look like it's a pair of Joe Fresh goods right here. Wow, are these my size? No, size 11, that sucks. I would've kept these. You got a Joe Fresh goods box. Presumably it is the Joe Fresh goods. I believe this is the, what colorway is this? The blue one? I don't remember, let's see. The blue one, let's go. Very cool. Very cool. I love this colorway. This colorway is so sick. I did have this colorway for a while. I got rid of it. I immediately regretted it. And it wasn't going for too much last time I checked. So possibly they've gone up in value. And I do think overall, this box probably is one of those boxes that everything's like decent value. There's no like crazy heavy hitters. I think they're all like $150, $200 shoes or close to. So that's why we're not getting any like crazy heavy hitters, but I could be wrong. These could be a heavy hitter. My guess is probably like in this condition, 200 bucks would be my thought, but you'll see in the top of the screen, you'll see if I'm completely off base with that one. But it's a fire pair of shoes, man. Like this is a really, really fire collab. It does look like it's been, I don't know if it's been worn down or what that is towards the midfoot, but there's some blue showing through. But it hasn't been worn like that much, obviously. Joe Fresh goods. What's the outside clothes? That's what it is. Your outside clothes. Cool, I'm not mad at this first box. Solid value, solid pairs, good pickups, and a ton of different sizes, which is great, especially because they're gonna go to you guys. So happy about that. I guess if I had to guess what the money pair is in this box, it's either these or it's the Yeezys, would be my guess. I would think that it's these, but it really could be the Yeezys, and it could be one of the retros that I just didn't think about. Like it could be the Playoff 13s, but I think it's either these or the Yeezys. All right, let's get into the next box. All right, so this next box is another heavy hitter. This is the $925 box from Soul Supremacy. It was $975 after shipping, so it's really closer to a $1,000 box, which is cool. The $1,000 boxes sell out so quick. I keep trying to buy them, but I keep missing them. I wanna know in the comment section down below, would you guys rather me buy like a couple $1,000 boxes or buy like one big $3,000 to $5,000 box? Let me know those thoughts in the comments. I think Soul Steel's dropped some big boxes like that here and there, so I might, if you guys wanna see that, might do that instead of doing this. But let me know your thoughts. All right, so already seen some good stuff inside this box, I'm not gonna lie. Let's pull out some pairs that don't have boxes. The first one is a pair of Air Jordan 1 mids in a almost Dior colorway. This is a size, let's see, size 8. Air Jordan 1 mids in black and gray. I mean, nothing special, no box, decent condition. Actually, all the pairs that we've gotten have been in decent condition. And I was thinking back to the last box because I ran out to get this box. And while I was grabbing this box, I was thinking, you know what? The money pair from that last box could be the white cement 3s. I think they're all like really solid, clean, easy to sell pairs of Jordans. So I think that box is gonna be a big money box, but I don't think there's like a big money pair, which is probably not a bad thing. I don't know if you guys remember my last video, there was the purple lobsters, which I wish was in my size. That pair I sold for like $8.50. So I mean, there are money pairs to be had, but I actually don't mind having a bunch of pairs that just go for a decent amount. But these guys, nothing special. My guess is like 50 to 60 bucks. Next up, we've got the, some Yeezys. Yeezy. We got the Yeezy, what is it called? The Yeezy Clay somethings. These are Yeezy Boost 350 V2s. This is one of the first pairs to feature that stripe on the side, the semi-translucent stripe, if I remember correctly. I dropped a review of these back when I lived in New York, so these have been out for a while. You've got this really cool midsole. It's semi-translucent, but changes color. It like fades from an orange to a yellow, which I think is sick. It's also not been worn too much, which is cool. It's very cool to see that. This is a size 10.5. So again, it looks like we're getting sizes all over the board, which I'm really not mad at. I love having a bunch of sizes. It makes things easier for me. Obviously, I love getting all my sizes so I can rock them if I want to, but not mad at these. Definitely not mad at these. My guess is maybe $150 for these with no box. That's my thought. I mean, Yeezys, like I said, still have a market, so it's possible these still sell for something. What else we got inside this box? Let's see. Looks like we got a pair of 3s, would be my guess based on this box. Now, I don't know what colorway this is. I'm guessing it's like some sort of mocha colorway. It is a size 9.5. So that's not bad. I thought I was going crazy. No, that's the smell of someone who's enjoyed chilling and partaking. These, I believe, are some sort of light Orwood 3s. I think is the, let's just say, they have fun. They had a good time. They had a good time rocking these. These are the Air Jordan 3. I think light Orwood browns is my guess. They actually match really well with the studio. I will not be keeping these. Their condition's good. The condition's really good, but the smell is overwhelming. I mean, don't get me wrong, like if you like the smell, great, but it's not for me, and I don't need my studio smelling like that, I'll be honest with you. But again, the condition on these, great. Box condition's great, and I think it's gonna dissipate over time. But right now, I feel like I'm going to space right now. Let's see what we've got. Pricing wise for these, again, I'm guessing like maybe $100. That's my thought. Let's pull out, we've got like a bunch of Jordan 1 boxes in here. Let's pull out this one. This is a size 10. Air Jordan 1. Now I don't know what colorway this could be because Jordan 1 boxes are all kind of the same when it comes to colorways, at least most are. It's got the Venetian tag on it. Don't know exactly why I would have that, but who knows. I'm not gonna look at the colorway, let's just pop the box top. The Shattered Backboard 3.0s. Okay, have not seen this shoe in a minute. So this is actually, it's kind of timely because we've got the Shattered Backboards coming out later this year. This is the very, very crinkled patent leather version of the Shattered Backboards. Obviously, it's more of a bread color block than the Shattered Backboards were, which is more of like a bread toe color block. They actually released before the bread toes, so. And then what size are these again? These are a size 10. So size 10, I mean, a new pair is going for like $350. My guess is a size 10, probably used, is going for maybe like $250 to $300. So this is actually not a bad pair at all. Like really not a bad pair. It's in decent condition. It's obviously not in like the best condition because you've got like, it's really not bad. Okay, next up, got a pair of Yeezy Boost 700s. This is a size 11. I haven't looked at the colorway. I believe it's the 1.0s. It could be the 2.0s. Oh, I saw the name. Someone wrote the name on the front of the box. There you go. Let's see it together. This is apparently the Yeezy Boost 350. Sorry, the Yeezy Boost 700 Wave Runners. Long dead. Are these DS? No, they're not. They do still have the tag in there though, that's cool. Man, I really want another pair of these. I love these shoes. So this, I mean, the condition on these is excellent. Really, really good. A little bit of midsole creasing, not too much. The outsole, very, very lightly worn. Like not really any creasing on the toe that I can see. I mean, wow. This is a good pickup. I probably should have waited on these. I probably should have opened up some more Jordan 1 boxes because there are some more of those inside the box. I have no idea what these go for now. I'm guessing like $350 is probably a new price. That would be my thought. Because I think retail for these was like, wasn't it like $350 for a while? Or $300? I don't remember. This is definitely a newer pair because it comes with like the recycled tag on it. This is probably one of the newer releases would be my thought. I mean, you still got the Yeezy text in there inside the footbed. I mean, this is a pretty good pickup. Like of all the 700 colorways to get, this is the one to get. This is my favorite by far. And one that I'm happy to see inside the box because I think it'll be a quick mover. So I'm actually really happy with that pickup. I think that's like a $250, $300 shoe. Possibly. I don't know what they go for, but that would be my guess. Again, you guys can see at the top of the screen, you guys are probably laughing at me or being like, wow, he is spot on. We've got a bunch of Jordan 1s in here. Let me pull out another one. This is a size 10. Pop the box top. Yes. It is the Royals. The Royals in a size 10. And wow, really good shape. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So check these out. You got the Royals in a size 10. The condition, I'd say VNDS. Basically no heel drag at all. Stars still pretty much there, a little bit of star wear. And then like the creasing on the toe, where is it? Where'd it go? There's like no creasing. This is a nice pickup. This is a 2018 pair, if I'm remembering correctly. 2017. I think the Shadows came out in 2018. These came out in 2017. Yeah, 2017. 2017 pair. I got rid of my double up for these, man. I should never have. I should never have, but I did. And if this was a size 9, I would have kept it. Well, I'd like a new one, or I'd like them to release a pair that's not reimagined. Really, really fire pair of shoes. And then we've got, wow, okay, someone literally bought these for $445 back in 2021. That's a lot for these. I definitely don't think these go for that anymore. I'm thinking like $250 maybe, probably closer to $200. Yeah, I mean the prices were different back in 2021. I'll tell you that. Got the laces. Now that makes sense why these are not as lightly worn, or these are very lightly worn, is because someone bought them when they were expensive, and I think back then, like 4 years ago, people were like, okay, well they're probably gonna go up in value. I don't want to wear them too much so I can resell them. Because back when these dropped, I mean they were selling for a decent amount, but it wasn't like crazy. I think like $350, $300. Got another pair of Jordan 1s, it looks like, in a gold box, a gold and black box. I should know what these are. I think they're probably the metallic gold ones. Now the box is a bit damaged. What size is this? Size 10. Getting a lot of size 10s, but I'm not mad at that. 10s are movers. Okay, forgot. These are the Palomino ones. Forgot they came in this box. Palomino Jordan 1s. Really good condition too. Very, very lightly worn. Probably from one person's collection would be my guess. Very, very nice looking pair of shoes. These bombed. I remember these doing terribly. It's like someone took out the insoles too. So got both the insoles in there. But these did not do well at all, unfortunately. But they are a cool pair of shoes. I really like them a lot. I think it was surprising when these dropped that they didn't do well because of the fact that I think they looked so much like the Mochas, or were so close to the Mochas that people were like, yo, these are gonna kill it. But it was right after Jordan 1 hype was dying off. What year was that, 2023, 22? I don't remember, but these are probably maybe a $150 pair of shoes would be my guess. We've got 2 pairs left. I haven't actually calculated up in my head what these are yet. I would guess 900 maybe. Oh, okay. So we're getting close to value. So this might be another one of those boxes where it's like a lot of like decent value shoes. We've got another Air Jordan 1 box right here. I'm not gonna read the tag for the size because I wanna be surprised because I keep accidentally seeing what the colorway is. I'm just gonna open it for the camera and then I'll just happen to see on the monitor what it is. So here we go, moment of truth. It is is it breads? It's breads, let's go! What size? 10. Oh man. It makes sense that everyone's selling their breads now because the new breads came out, and in my opinion, it's like a way better shoe. I still love this shoe. This shoe has been my favorite pair in my collection for a very long time. I actually have doubles of these. I have one with a lot of stars all over it, or sparkles all over it, and then one that's been heavily worn. This pair, like the Royals, it's definitely been worn more. Definitely some star loss on the toe, a little bit of heel drag, but nothing crazy. Again though, like barely any creasing, which is wild. And then again, the shoe looks amazing. It's a bread 1. It's my favorite colorway of all time on my favorite shoe of all time. Like, it does not get better than this. I mean, this shoe is beautiful. You've got, like the other pair, you've got 2 sets of laces. You've got the white and the red. I really should wear the pair that's DS just so it stops having the stars all over it. It's hard when I've got the new pair because the new pair is just so much better. I just like the new pair so much more. This pair is sick though. Like, I really like this pair a lot. I think this is probably a $300 pair in this condition, in this size, with this box would be my guess. Maybe $250 just because the new ones came out. Let's go with $250. Let's be more realistic. You guys will see at the top of the screen, but I just sold a pair of these in like a size 11 for I think like $250. So I think that's pretty much spot on. We've got one more box. I know exactly what shoe it is. I'm not unhappy, but I'm also not stoked. This is the PSG, probably Air Jordan 4s, if it is the pair that's inside the box. It's a size 9.5, so I could rock it. Actually, I do like this pair, and it's a size that I could rock. If it's in good condition, this might be a keeper, because I did have this pair for a while, and then I sold it, and I regretted it. So let's see if it's actually the pair, and if it's in good condition. It is the pair. Let's go. And the condition is decent. A little bit of a smell there. Not bad, though. Not bad. Size 9.5, yeah. Okay, so we got the PSG Air Jordan 4s. In my opinion, a very slept-on pair. Very slept on. I have no idea what the resale is like for these. Genuinely no clue. But it's a very, very clean pair of 4s. Like, I really like it a lot. Definitely not a pair that people think about a lot, which is interesting, but a pair that I think deserves some thought. My guess, and I'm gonna look it up right now just because I'd like to know, my guess is probably $250. That's my guess on these in a size 9.5 in this condition. Very, very good condition though. Like a little bit of outsole cleanup is needed. Maybe some sneaker deodorizer so it doesn't smell like a friggin' garden over here. So $350 new. So probably used, I'm thinking $250. So that's really not bad. I mean, we got $250, that's $500 right there. Then you've got probably $150, that's $650. Then you got probably another, maybe $200, maybe let's say $180. So let's say $150. 7, 8. That the Wave Runner's probably worth $2,000. And then you've got like a couple small ones. I think we're gonna make like $200-300 on this box, which is not bad, especially since these are all fast movers. Like I'm really not mad at that. So I think that's that's a good selling box. I think this is gonna be a good box to have, and I think it's gonna move quickly. But again, you guys will see in the follow-up video to this when I actually show you guys all the prices like we did for the last box. With all this out of the way, let's finally dive into the final mystery box sent to me from a friend of mine, who I'll tell you guys who it is in a second. All right, so here we got the final box, and as you can tell, this box does not look like any of the other Soul Supremacy beater boxes that we've unboxed on this channel. First of all, because it's in a Home Depot box, and second of all, because it's actually not from Soul Supremacy. In fact, this box is from my good friend and editor, Tim, TA Vlogs. He's also a content creator. You guys, please do me a favor and go over and subscribe to his channel, TA Vlogs, linked in the description below. And check out what he's got going on, because he's got some really great content. And you guys obviously like his content and his editing style, because he's been editing my videos since, I think, December of last year. So you guys are already familiar with him, you just didn't know it. So with that being said, let's cut this box open and see what Tim sent me. Now, I actually bought this box for $900. He did not tell me what was inside it. This is pairs from, I believe, his own personal collection. So, Tim, I hope you did me a solid on this one, man. Let me cut this open, see what we've got. I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited. Now, unfortunately, Tim is not my size, so I can't keep any of these pairs. But knowing Tim's collection, generally his collection, I think that this could have some really good stuff, because I know he's downsizing. So the real question is Tim's beater box gonna beat a Soul Supremacy beater box? Let's find out. So while this is not the most expensive of the beater boxes, I do think that there is potential that it could be either by far the best or not. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, he packed it really well, first of all. Let me show you guys. It's really heavy. You know, I'm not gonna show you guys. He just packed it well. You can imagine. Let's pull out. We got some boxes on top. First, oh, no way. He sent, okay. It's not just shoes, guys. It's not just shoes. We got a couple things inside this box. So first things first, we've got, it looks like a Supreme Tee in large, which actually I could rock. I could rock, look at this. Now I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't know who this is. Oh man, I really should know, right? But appreciate you. This is something I could actually probably rock. Now, because I don't know who it is, and because I'm not like up on Supreme like I used to be, I'm probably gonna sell this. That being said, still happy with it. Still happy with this pick. Yeah, I should look it up. Let me see who it is. Let me see who it is. You know what I'm gonna do? Here's, bro. This is what Google Lens was made for. I'm gonna take a really quick picture of this tee and be like, what is this? And Google's gonna tell me. Oh, the Rammelsy tee. That makes sense. Okay, I was familiar with his dunks, but I was not familiar with what he actually looked like or the tee at all. So this came out in, I believe, what year was this? 2020 was when this tee dropped. So this tee dropped a while ago. I actually don't know what it goes for. Let me check really quick. So neon green in a size large. I'm assuming it's either used. No, it's gotta be new. This looks new. I'm assuming it's new. Maybe just checked out. It's going for like 60 bucks. Not bad. Next up, we've got yet another Supreme Tee. This is probably also from the same collection. It looks like Rammelsy's art right there. Again, I don't know what's going for. I'll look it up and make sure to leave the pricing somewhere on the screen, or at least Tim will. Actually, now you guys know it's Tim. So Tim will leave the pricing up on the screen. But there you go. We got another probably Rammelsy tee. Tim will also leave the name of the tee at the top. I can't search tees as good as sneakers. Sneakers have SKUs. I have to actually figure out who the artist is and then type it in. Paint logo, it's the Paint logo tee. I knew that. So the other colorways of the Paint logo are going for like $5,500. I'm assuming because this is a colorway that doesn't seem to have sold. It's probably gonna be another $50. There's one listed for $199, but no one's sold it yet. So I'm assuming it's not really, not something that has moved yet. So we're gonna leave that for now. I'm guessing 50 to 60, but it could be worth more. I actually don't know. And then, oh, here we go. Let's go. We got some TA Vlogs stickers. Guys, again, make sure to check out TA Vlogs, linked in the description below. Right underneath the whatnot link. There we go, shout out to Tim, these are fire. We've got a Supreme Spring Summer 2019 shower cap. I actually still was loosely buying Supreme in 2019, so I probably had a shower cap back in the day. I have no idea what these go for. Probably not a huge amount, maybe $5, maybe 20, I have no clue. And then we've got two more tees, here we go. We got a Cactus Jack tee. This is the, I believe, is it the Fortnite smiley face? We got that guy, which I'm assuming probably $50-ish, 50-ish bucks. I'm so bad with clothing. But the good thing is that people ask for clothing all the time and whatnot. Also, we've got another Cactus Jack tee right here. This is sort of, I think, from the McDonald's collection, right? Yes, this is, actually, I really like the McDonald's stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like the McDonald's stuff. Let me pull up the McDonald's stuff really quick. Probably 60 to 70 bucks would be my guess. And that's probably my thought with this too. It seems like all the tees generally go for around there. Thank you, Tim. These are awesome. Appreciate you. Definitely will move well. Oh, we got one more. We got one more. I don't know what this one is. It's Champion tee. Is it Virgil? Oh, it's a Virgil Abloh tee. Let's go. The reason I'm not opening these up is because I'm not gonna be able to fold these well. I'm gonna open this one. I really like Virgil. Virgil Abloh, Figures of Speech. Oh, this is sick. The Figures of Speech exhibit. This is really sick. I might keep this. I might actually keep this one. Okay, let me check the price, because if it's worth a lot, I'm not gonna keep it. But if it's worth like 50 to 80, I'm definitely gonna keep it. You guys may or may not know this, but I've got a signed pair of Off-White Air Jordan 1s right there from the time that I met Virgil Abloh. He made a lot. Okay, so I'm going to put this off to the side until I figure out what to do with it. But very, very cool. I love that. This is by far my favorite thing. My favorite shirt so far. Okay, now let's get into the sneakers, because there are a good amount of sneakers in here. And the first pair that we've got is, looks like a pair of 380s. Now Tim, I believe, is a size 11? 11, yes. So these are a 380. I'm not gonna look at the colorway, even though I could have, I just didn't see it. These are wow, are these DS? Bro, you sent me some DS shoes? No, are they DS? I really can't tell. If they're worn, yeah, maybe ever so slightly worn. Very, very, very slightly worn. This is I do have to look at the colorway because I don't remember. This is the Mist colorway, I believe. I'm sure there's another name for it, Mist something, because it's always like 2 words for these colorways. But you got the Mist 380s. This pair I don't think goes for a huge amount, especially after Yeezys started to go on sale, because 380s were never a model that hit that hard. Although when they first came out, that Alien colorway or whatever it was called, that one hit hard. Like that was an expensive pair of shoes. I spent a lot of money on that pair to get you guys a review. But yeah, it's not a bad pair of shoes, and the 380s are actually really, really comfortable on foot. So not a bad pickup. We also didn't have any size 11s that I know of for this stream, so I'm happy about that. Definitely not bad at all. Okay, next up, we got a lot of, ooh, hold up. There's a pair inside this box that I'm really excited about. Okay, we've got a pair of Yeezy 500s. It's been a minute since I've seen a 500. This is a size 11, obviously, because these are, again, I think from his personal collection. Ooh, what is this? Is this the, oh my gosh, what's the name? I don't remember the name of this one. And the colorway is not gonna help, because the colorway is like, Sommelier. I don't know the name of this colorway. I should know. Bro, it's been so long. This is like it's the butter colorway. No, this is a very, very clean pair of shoes. I actually really like the Yeezy 500s a lot. I don't have any pairs at the moment. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot that they existed. But they are a relatively popular pair of Yeezys, and this pair is in excellent condition. I mean, very lightly worn, as you guys saw. The colorway is clean. You've still got all the Yeezy text inside the shoe. Very, very nice. Tim takes really good care of his shoes. Tim, you take really good care of your shoes. This is awesome. Right as I say that, Tim, what'd you stand in, bro? No, these are in great shape. Fire pair of shoes. Pricing wise, I genuinely don't know. I'm guessing it's more than the 380s. I would guess maybe 100 or over, probably 150 would be my thought. So wait, let me count all the T's. I forget. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 T's, probably all at about 60 bucks each. That's probably 240. Plus, let's say 80 for the 380s. That's 320. Then you've got these, which are probably, so that's 4 something. So we're about halfway. We're about halfway, or a little bit more than halfway. No, we're about halfway. I'd say 450 is a reasonable guess. We've still got 3 pairs of sneakers in here. This one I love, but unfortunately it's not my size, and also unfortunately they just don't go for a lot anymore. It's the We The Best 5s. Packaging on these is so cool. I love the packaging on these. Now, I believe this is the Pink Crimson Bliss colorway. Pretty sure. Let's see it. Oof. And these are so good. It's crazy to me that these just didn't pop. Now, I think it's because they made a bunch of these, but I really genuinely think these are these are DS. These are DS, let's go. I think it's just because they made so many of them. I mean, the materials on this shoe are excellent. They look good. Like, I really like this colorway a lot. You've got the laces in there. Look at that. You got all the laces. Shout out to Tim. DS pair. Now, I think pricing wise, I think these did retail for like $250 if I'm remembering correctly. But I think resale right now is like well below retail, which is sad because it's a fire pair of shoes. I actually kind of want to pick up a pair of these in my size. I've probably had multiple pairs of these, but I do think colorway of these is ridiculous. It's very Miami, very vibey. And if they'd released like, I don't know, a couple thousand of these versus probably a lot of these, I think these would have resold for so much money. They also dropped at a bad time. They dropped when like sneaker hype was dying down a little bit, and no one was as hyped on DJ Khaled as they were originally for like the 3s. Fire pair of shoes. Fire pair of shoes. Actually, one time I was in New York and I saw someone wearing the DJ Khaled 3s, and I was with Tom Stefaniak, sneaker YouTuber also known as The Real Ray Ray 20. It took me like 3 or 4 takes to say that because it's been a minute since I've said that. And I think I asked him if I could like take a picture of his shoes, or we both did or something. I don't know. I was in my early 20s. I was trying to get sneaker content, and he's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. Now looking back, either he was someone who didn't want his picture taken because he was probably well known, or they were fake, or he didn't want a random person taking a picture of his shoes on the street, all of which are very reasonable reasons why you don't want your picture of your shoes taken, or you don't want a picture of your shoes taken. Okay, we've got 2 more pairs inside the box. This first pair is a size 10.5. Let's go. Okay, unfortunately not wearable for me, but it does look like a pair of 4s. This is the, hold up. Ooh! We've got the Travis Scott Cactus Jack 4s. Let's go in a size 10.5. Oh my gosh. Bro, I forgot about how much I like these. I didn't forget about them, I just forgot how much I like them. I've had a couple pairs of these, none other than the first pair from back when they first dropped in my size. I got a size 8.5 from Chase After the Right Price a couple years ago. Sold it because I couldn't really fit it, or at least as well as I wanted to. This pair, pretty decent condition. It does look like Tim's cleaned it up a little bit because the blue looks like it's faded a little bit, and you do have a little bit of cracking right there on the midfoot. But otherwise, not bad. Lacing is 4, I guess it's a size 10.5, so you do want to lace your 4s a little bit lower. I was gonna say they're laced a little bit low, but that makes sense. That makes sense. Tim, these are fire, man. I wish you were my size. My guess is, the last time I had a pair of these that were like almost new, I think they went for like 500-ish. I would guess this is probably like, in this condition, probably 350 would be my thought. I feel like that's a reasonable guess. We'll see at the top of the screen. Not a bad pickup. I'm stoked on these. I probably should have saved these for last. The final pairs right here. Ooh, look at these. Some Amamaniers. Now what's crazy about these, if this is the 3s, this is the 3s. Size 12 women, size 10.5 men's. What's crazy about these is that a couple years ago, this would be a $1,000 shoe. Actually, same thing for that one. Not as, that one's probably closer to like 800. This one was a $1,000 shoe. No questions asked all day when it first released. But now, in 2025, it's closer to 350. I mean, the condition of the box is amazing. Let's see how good the condition of the shoe is. Really good, actually. Are these aren't DS, are they? Are they DS? No, they're not. Very lightly worn, oh my gosh. This was my sneaker of the year when it dropped. I just love this shoe. It's probably my favorite, well, it's definitely my favorite Amamaniere ever released. Probably my favorite Air Jordan 3 collab, if not one of them. And I think this shoe is just absolutely amazing. This is a shoe that just made Amamaniere, in terms of sneaker collaborations, pop off. This shoe is absolutely incredible. Condition-wise, Tim, these are in great condition, bro. These are crazy. I mean, seriously, like maybe worn once or twice based on the outsole. And there's like no creasing in the toe. Man, this box is crazy, Tim. Okay, I'm gonna look up prices. I'll have Tim put them on the top of the screen, but I do think we made our money back with this box. And out of all the shoes that we got in all of the beater boxes, Tim's was the best. To be fair, I get it. Like Soul Supremacy sells a lot of boxes. Not every box is gonna be amazing. Tim was selling me pairs from his own personal collection, so of course it was gonna be decent. At least I would hope that it would be decent. I mean, shoot, absolutely knocked this box out of the park. Oh my goodness, look at these, man. They're still so clean. If you want a pair of Amamaniere 3s, first of all, grab them on my Whatnot stream if you're this size, or just grab a pair through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen, because I genuinely think that these pairs are like going for way under what they're actually worth right now, especially seeing what they used to be worth. I mean, 300 for these, I think maybe even less. What are they going, shoot, what are they going for now? Size 10.5? That's crazy. Okay, so a size 10.5 women's, or a size 12 women's, sorry, is going for $374. A size 9 men's, $339. $339 for this pair. That's wild. That's like really, really cheap. That's crazy. I'm genuinely shocked at how cheap this is. Like I said, worth way more in my opinion than what they go for. I think this is a pair that you should pick up if you haven't yet. But yeah, stoked on this box. Tim, you absolutely killed it. So let's calculate all the prices and I'll get back to you guys with the final tally. All right, so I've done some tabulations. I've gotten the estimated prices. You guys have already seen them throughout the video. There is one standout, a pair of shoes that I did not expect to be worth as much as it was, and that was the Gel Kayano 14s, the pink glow colorway. So this pair pretty much goes for like $220, which is crazy. Pair of Gel Kayano 14s. I never thought that color would be so rare, but apparently it is. And a new pair goes for like 500, 600 bucks, which is crazy. That was actually the money pair in the box, looking through it. Even though I thought that it was gonna be like the 3s or even the Yeezys, which were actually worth a lot less than I thought, it was a Kayanos. But hey, again, if you wanna grab any of the sneakers from today's Sneaker Beater box video, make sure to tune into my Whatnot live stream this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Again, links in the top of the description below. Huge thank you once again to Tim for sending over this mystery box. I really appreciate it. You gave me a good deal. I'm gonna pass those deals on to you guys, so make sure to tune into the Whatnot live stream and subscribe to Tim's channel, which is linked underneath the Whatnot link. You can do all that stuff. Just go down, click the description, check out all those links. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be worth your time. I definitely recommend it. As always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.